I talk a whole lot about decks I hate to see and decks I took apart, but today I'm going to tell you about my favorite deck to play that I somehow still enjoy even after all these years. It's the queen of the Xerox boys, the perfect planeswalker herself, Dahada, Binder of Wills. Now, some of you may have preconceived notions of what a Dahada deck typically looks like, and you probably wouldn't be wrong. But my girl's just built different. The entire premise of the deck began with making as many token copies of Legends as I could, and using cards like Kadric, Retta Drabic, and the Master Multiplied to skirt the Legend rule. And honestly, that was enough to keep me endlessly entertained, but at some point around the tail end of last year, it dawned on me what had to be done, and I took the deck into an incredibly polarizing niche. I swapped out some high-value heavy hitters like Sheoldred and Ulamog to make space for a full suite of the most outrageous additions to the ever-expansive universes beyond of Magic's multiverse. What initially began as an exercise in absurdity gradually began to synergize in a manner that didn't necessarily improve the functionality of the deck, but certainly maintained it, albeit with a far more silly collection of cards. Instead of swinging 12 Uamogs in a single combat phase, I found myself making copies of Jaws and sacking Dahada treasures to bleed out the whole table. Or slamming down 100 Negans to empty the battlefield and build up my treasury. Or just Xeroxing Sephiroth for the infamous emblem. Now, as a personal side quest, I often find myself aiming to assemble the most egregious collection of IPs at the same time, if only to be able to say something to the effect of, I'll swing Knuckles your way, all of you have a copy of Shredder coming at you, Gwenum's going this way, and I'll just leave Deadpool up as a blocker. I love this deck. I love what it does. I love what it wants to do. I love that I can jam a bunch of slop in here and somehow it still all works. If you ever sit down with me for a game and you really want to see what I'm about, then it's gotta be Xerox Boys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and follow for more self-indulgent contemplation.